My business does not depend on me being in it. My business depends on me leading it. My CEO mantra is you don't sell haircuts and you don't even sell facials. You sell transformational confidence and a 5-star experience. The best businesses don't just have managers, they have leaders who inspire growth. You're not here to own just another salon. You're here to build a powerful, profitable business that runs on systems, not chaos. CEOs don't hustle harder, they build smarter. If you are scaling your salon or you're thinking about investing in one, maybe you have invested in one, you need to know the 5 biggest mistakes that cost time, money, and definitely momentum. In this episode, I'm breaking down exactly what holds salons back and businesses back and what smart CEOs do differently to build freedom, profit, and build a rockstar team. So if you are ready to scale smarter, let's jump in. Welcome to the Salon Owners Collective podcast. I'm Larissa, your host for today. I'm a 20-year salon owner, founder and CEO of the Salon Owners Collective, and today I'm diving into something that I've been seeing more and more in the last few years: investors buying into salons without having worked a day in the industry. And honestly, I really felt like I wanted to help. And having worked with quite a few now inside of Salon Mastery, getting a good sense of what you need to think about if you're an investor thinking of buying a salon. I sold my salon after 20 years to investors and it didn't go well for them. So I really feel compelled to help those who do or are thinking about it really make it work, because salons might look simple on the outside: clients in, services done, cash in the till. But if you've never run one, you just don't know. It's not that simple. It's messy. There's a bunch of humans inside it. It's emotional, creative, strategic, all of those things wrapped into one. So if you're thinking about buying a salon, or even if you're a salon owner wanting to scale to that CEO stage, $1 million plus, and you're wanting to avoid some of these traps and pitfalls, this is the episode for you. So we're going to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes non-industry investors make, and for you, industry people too. This is for you too, same mistakes, and how to avoid them. So should we dive straight in? Number 1 is oversimplifying the business. So mistake number 1 is oversimplifying the business. And I think many investors, and even those in the industry as well, think running a salon should be, could be, and would be as simple as clients in, service delivered, money in the till. But really, a salon is a high-performing hospitality business almost, with dozens of moving parts. There's the customer experience to think about, the things that make retention go up, rebooking strategies, retail sales, product positioning, brand loyalty, reputation management, team performance, engagement, client relationships, emotional connections. There's a lot. So if you're not even aware of these layers and you're wondering why you're constantly busy but feeling broke, scrambling to fix problems instead of leading with confidence, then this might be why. And the biggest secret to success is step into the role of a salon CEO. Now, most investors think that they can just buy a salon and keep their day job. Like I have my corporate job, I'm going to have a salon on the side, and I'll just pop into the salon once a week and check that everybody's cutting their hair right. But don't worry, industry owners, you get there stuck too. Like you often think that I'm just going to go and cut some hair and a few people will help me pay the rent, thinking the job is to do the hair or to do the skin instead of actually run the business. Like if you're busy doing hair, who's running the business? But if your salon will never scale if you don't step into that CEO role. Well, how do you do that? Well, implementing a freedom framework and looking to systems and processes. Like systems and processes, I believe, shall set you free. And your salon can operate with or through systems and processes without you needing to micromanage. So number 1 is the systems and processes will set you free without having to micromanage. Establishing clear business values that guide decisions, set the tone for culture, and attract the right team and clients to your business. Those business values will set the tone of your whole culture and your whole brand messaging. And really, we need to stop thinking like a stylist or stop thinking like a corporate business owner who's going to have a hustle on the side. Start thinking like a business owner. And so, my CEO mantra is my business does not depend on me being in it, my business depends on me leading it. All right. Well, mistake number two, I think, is forgetting that a salon business is all about people. Salons are not about selling time by the hour or selling a client list, you know? They're about building a team of experts, yes, experts, who create transformational experiences for clients. And your team isn't just a staff member, they're artists, brand representatives, revenue generators, community builders. And if you treat them like machines instead of people, they'll just clock in, clock out, and eventually they'll just check out for good. And when a top stylist or therapist leaves, they're likely to take their loyal clients and revenue with them. So, the biggest secret to success is build a leadership culture that people want to stay in. You need to create the environment where talented stylists want to work for you. One of those things is developing a world class communication culture where team members feel valued, feel heard, part of the story, part of the growth journey, and become, as a result, fully engaged. Attracting rock stars into your team really is about positioning your salon as the place where top stylists and therapists wants to work. Like, you want to be known in the industry as an employer brand in your local area, that you're known as a good employer and that your brand speaks for itself. I believe in implementing what I call the 100K career roadmap to help your team see the growth potential inside of your business, not outside of it. Like, when people look into the future of their lives, do you know, and they think about the things that they want in their life, they've got to see you as part of the pathway to getting there. Because if they run out of future inside of your business, they're going to go and look for it somewhere else. And my CEO mantra is my team doesn't work for me. They work with me to build something great, something amazing, something inspiring. Mistake number three, I see investors making, and sometimes salon owners from the industry too, is underestimating the craft. Like, some investors think, like, well, it's just a haircut, it is just a facial, put some cream on the face and rub it around a bit, and away you go. Or it's just a color service. Well, I say no. Hang on a minute. This is architecture. This is chemistry. This is psychology and art all wrapped together, all on a living, breathing human. Top stylists and therapists in the industry, like, they spend years refining the craft and getting good at technical skills and constantly evolving, and they have to evolve with trends and science and techniques. Like, this is not this is not a career for dummies. They need to deeply develop personal relationships with their clients, coaching skills, life, life coaching skills, like the things that we hear behind the chair. It'll blow your mind. And so, the biggest secret to success is elevating your salon's craft and reputation. And as a salon CEO, you don't have to do the craft. Like, actually, sometimes there's a competitive advantage to not doing the craft, but you must understand and respect the craft of the business that you've bought. So, how do we do that? We definitely need to install an attraction formula. Do you know, like, positioning your salon as the place to be, where there's top talent, good outcomes, good results, where clients want to be and be proud to be part of your community. And then I think you really need to install a five-star client program, you know, creating an experience for exceptional experiences that clients wouldn't dream of going anywhere else. It's too good where they are, they would not leave. And part of that is building that 10 out of 10 client experience system for your team so they can be consistent. Doesn't matter which client they do or from one client to the next, the experience is the same. And also, one team member to the next, the experience is the same because consistency builds the brand. If your brand has a different experience for different clients on different visits at different stylists, then you're just a collection of hodgepodge. That's not how you build a brand. Imagine you went to Virgin Airways and you got a different experience every time you went there. You would say, well, that's not Virgin. What plane am I on? So we need to have a consistent 10 out of 10 client experience, and you need to create a system around that that's unique to you and that your team know and execute flawlessly. Dream clients and building an engaged following, is part of the art of building a brand, because where great service builds word of mouth and loyalty, that's priceless. Doesn't matter how much marketing you do, you can't, you know, uh, do better than what good word of mouth loyal clients. So my CEO mantra is you don't sell haircuts and you don't even sell facials. You sell transformational confidence and a 5-star experience. Okay, mistake number 4 is trying to be hands off too soon. Now, on the converse, I wish that hair and beauty professionals that have come up through the industry and decide to buy a business would get hands off sooner. But typically, for those that are buying into the industry and buying a business first as their first experience, are trying to be hands off too soon. Like you think you can buy a salon, hire a manager, collect some passive income, keep my day job. Well, I've got bad news for you. Nobody will care about your business as much as you do. And a babysitter manager just won't drive growth. They'll maintain mediocrity. So, if you're not willing to show up, set the vision, drive the business, inspire the people, then you definitely need to hire a true leader, not just a manager, but someone who understands team motivation, performance, and can drive growth. You need to pay them exceptionally well, because top managers don't work for peanuts. They're not in it for minimum wage. And if you're paying your manager minimum wage or not too far off it, there's a clue that probably she's not a high performer. And creating leadership systems so your business isn't dependent on you making every single decision. So systems and processes will set you free, even if they're leadership ones. And the biggest secret to success is lead with vision and build a powerhouse team. I just wanted to quickly interrupt you and say, hey, a quick thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you're loving this episode. But let me ask you, have you ever felt like you reached the top of the mountain only to realize there's another even bigger peak ahead? So if you have hit the $1 million revenue mark already, but suddenly the strategies that got you here aren't really working anymore, growth is slowed, you're making bigger decisions, managing a larger team, and the weight of it all, well, it's a lot. It's exactly why I created the Salon Mastery Boardroom, and it's an exclusive place designed especially for salon CEOs like you, where you've gained a high level of achievement already. In the boardroom, we discuss high-level strategies, leadership insights, business model shifts, and things that we need to reach the next big milestone. Sometimes you just need a new milestone. Inside of Boardroom, you'll also be surrounded by powerhouse women and men, a powerhouse of community, and other $1 million plus salon owners sharing insights, challenges, breakthroughs, because scaling to multi-million dollars, well, you shouldn't have to do it alone. So, if you're ready to take your salon and your leadership to the next level, let's talk. I'd love to invite you to a complimentary $1 million strategy call. We'll map out your next steps, explore how Boardroom can support your journey. All you need to do is click now. I've put it in the show notes of this episode. Let's talk about your business and see if we're the right people to help you with your next step. All right, well, that's enough for me. And let's get back to the episode. So establishing some empowered team culture where people take ownership, not just orders, building a team of managers or even just a motivated manager, train and invest in leadership at every level of her development. Develop a talent development engine where team members see the path for growth and they can be on the 100K career pathway, so they know that there's progression, growth, excellence, and implement that leadership system so your salon runs on vision, not on chaos. So my CEO mantra is the best businesses don't just have managers, they have leaders who inspire growth. So, mistake number 5 is not understanding the money. Many investors and salon owners believe if I'm fully booked, well, I must be profitable. Revenue clearly equals success. If I have $1 million business, I must be profitable. Well, actually, you're wrong. There are many salons who run on super tight margins, and success isn't so much about, like what you make in terms of revenue. It's about how much you keep. As the money flows through your business, how much plops out the bottom. And we want it to be more, not less. So your financial structure needs to be engineered for profit. Like you need a profit system. We call it the powerful profit system, where you understand fixed costs like rent, utilities, and stock, variable cost, wages, commissions, and incentives. Probably stock goes in that box as well. Profit levers, retail sales, high value services, upselling, performance from your team. So, the biggest secret to success is engineering profitability at scale, like having a scalable, smart financial system. Your business model, you need to have a business model on how you serve the clients and how you develop the team, but also how the money flows through your business. So, engaging that powerful profit system, knowing exactly where your money is coming from, how it flows through the business, what gets left over at the end, like being really clear about that as a system, and then being able to set clear goals and track team metrics, because what gets measured gets managed, or what gets measured gets done. If you don't pay attention to it, they won't think it's important. They won't pay attention to it either. And they'll still come and ask you for a pay rise. So being able to increase your sales every year. Now at Salon Mastery, for example, our goal is to increase sales of every salon that we work with by a minimum of 100K in a year. So that's the goal. At a minimum, 100K, the money needs to go up by 100K a year. Because if you're not moving forward, what are you doing? You're moving backwards, and it's stressful to move backwards. It's stressful to stay the same, but it's also stressful to grow. So you might as well choose your hard, and you might as well be growing for all the stress that it's worth. So optimizing pricing, packaging, your retention strategies, and developing your team. That talent development engine should be geared towards constant growth for your people, because people will always leave you when they run out of future, and that includes their client list and it includes their revenue. So my CEO mantra is busy does not equal profitable. Data-driven decisions do. So what smart investors and smart salon CEOs do instead is, if you're considering buying a salon, then this is for you. Or you're wanting to scale one, you need to learn the industry before you jump in. Be ready to roll up your sleeves and invest in the right leadership, and invest in leadership, full stop. Be the leader to start. Obsess over your numbers and your financial systems. Build a team culture where people thrive and they grow and they want to be there. And I think most importantly, implement systems, not guesswork. Like choose proven systems that are known to work. There's no need in 2025 to guess how things work and how things could be successful and profitable. Do you know your business scales and should be able to scale strategically? So if you want to think like a CEO, and if this episode has sparked some, golly, I never thought of that. If you had a few of those moments, well, good. Do you know that means that you're thinking like a CEO? Here's the big picture. You're not here to own just another salon. You're here to build a powerful, profitable business that runs on systems, not chaos, and a business that gives you freedom, financial security, and a team that thrives without you micromanaging. And yes, there are businesses that are thriving in 2025 despite the economy, despite there not being any team members that are quote unquote available to work for you. So, one simple reminder: your job isn't to do all of the things. Your job is to lead strategically. So, there are 4 actions that I want you to take. 1, reflect. What's one belief that maybe shifted for you today? Number 2, decide. Where have you been oversimplifying, and how could you step out of investor mode or hairdresser and beauty therapist mode and step into CEO mode? Number 3, share. maybe share this episode with one salon owner or investor who's thinking about getting into business, who needs to hear this message. Because if you share, I believe, a rising tide lifts all boats, and we want to lift the quality and the results of this industry. And number 4 is act. Like, you are welcome to DM me on Instagram, or you can find me on www.Salon Owners Collective. Learn how we can help you scale out of operator mode, out of investor mode, into business owner mode, and let's build $1 million salons together. So remember, CEOs don't react, they lead. CEOs don't hustle harder, they build smarter. And CEOs don't do it alone, they surround themselves with experts who have been there, done that, and install proven systems. You've got this. I'm in your corner, investor or a budding CEO. I hope this has been something useful from this episode. And if you need any help, you know where to find me. Otherwise, same time, same place next week on the podcast. Ciao for now. I hope this episode has sparked some big aha moments for you. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, this is exactly what I need help with, then let's have a chat. Book a free strategy call with me. We'll create a clear roadmap, a bit of a game plan to get you out of the day-to-day and into the true CEO leadership role, scaling towards being $1 million salon. Just head to www.salonownerscollective.com or click the link in this podcast episode description. I've left it there for you. Until next time, ciao for now. Thanks for listening.